Hey, my friends, Tony back again. Want to share with you more of the reclaiming your genius as an adult. Remember, all children are born geniuses. 9,999 out of every 10,000 are swiftly, inadvertently degeniusized as adults. It was inadvertent. It didn't happen on purpose, but it still happened nonetheless. And so one of the areas that I want you to reclaim today is to love, to genuinely love. In another segment, I shared with you about the power of forgiving. If you look at children, they're just quick to forgive. They just forgive and they forget. They don't remember, they forgive and they forget. And the reason why is because it's linked to today, which is they genuinely love. They love without judgment. They don't judge people of too fat or too skinny, too tall or too short, too black or too white, too Hispanic or too native. They don't look at any of this. They see people, and they see people for who they are. They see you. Have you ever seen somebody or heard somebody say that? I see you. That's children. Children see us. They see the depthness of every single person that they're around, and they don't judge. They love unconditionally, zero conditions. So today, I would ask you, who are you withholding love from? Are you sharing love with everyone? Do you look at a person and make an immediate judgment if they are X and it's either to this or to that? I would ask you to take a step back and say, but how can I show them more mercy? How can I show them more love? And it begins with one person, and that is yourself. How can I show myself a little bit more love today? How can I love myself a little bit more unconditionally today? No conditions, just genuinely, I love you. You know, it's fascinating. I used to always put labels on people, active, inactive, member, non-member, all these different, rich or poor. I'd put labels on people of successful or failure. You know, I'd put all these labels on people. And once I began to understand this idea of self-love and truly just accepting who I am, and seeing myself through a lens of who I can become, not who I've been, I began to see other people automatically that way. I see people for who they can become, not who they've been. And I would plead with you to begin to see yourself as who you can become, because guaranteed, I know you can become so much greater than even you can fathom right now, that you can believe right now. And as soon as you believe it, that yes, I know I can become more, and you start to see yourself that way, I promise you, you'll begin to see others that way. And it's such a glorious sight when you can look through your lens and see people, others, as who they were meant to become instead of the foolishness of who they've been. Will you begin to see people that way? How do you talk to somebody that way? I don't remember who shared the quote. I'll probably butcher the quote, but how you see a person is how you will treat a person. How do you see your loved ones? And how do you see yourself? I'd ask you to really think about that today and to contemplate, how can I see myself a little bit better as who I can become? So to reclaim that brilliance back, it's to learn to love unconditionally. And it starts within before it can ever go without. Love unconditionally today.